Wasabi chalupitas, it's Shill here with a quick recap of our recent war. I've been in and out of some wars recently, nothing too crazy, not many too crazy replays. I've had my royals down for about a week on my mini account and my main account, sat both of them. Had a couple wars where we ton of Town Hall 10s versus our only couple Town Hall 10s, so bad matchups, but it seems like a lot of people are having them. And this one looks like a match against a clan that's on a winning streak. We beat them by 1 point, very close war, but I don't know if the update hit or what, but it looks like we're getting matched up against a lot harder clans, which is kind of cool. So as you can see, 113 wins on our side, 235 wins in this clan here. So we definitely pulled it out this war. I went for their number 3, Queen Walk, Hog Attack. Almost had it, should have brought 2 jumps instead of 1 with some Valks in there. Kind of a cool attack, but 70% 2-star. But I will show you my hit on number 4. So let's check it out. Basically here what I wanted to do is come in from the top, jump right on the air defense, and basically take out this whole core with some Valks. Other than that, I was just going to bring 2 giants to tank on the east and the west side by these cannons. That way they can tank for my hogs, and I would just deploy 2 sets of hogs from left and right, east and west points, with 2 heals to kind of just go into the bottom corner here at 6 o'clock, and just take everything out while my kill squad just rushes in from the top. So as you can see, pre-pulled the CC. I dropped a minion down here to take out the hut and this cannon for a cost of minion. That was kind of cool. Other than that, making my nice wide funnel here, test wall breaker, then the rest of them, bada bing, bada boom. There you go, nice wide funnel created. Waiting on my king, send in all my Valks, my king, boom, jump spell. Wawa king of the castle. So, my Valks are starting to go inside. I drop a heal for them just because there's a lot of things starting to target them. Giant bombs. And here we go into the core. I just did 1 heal for them in the core. That's about it. I haven't popped my king's ability yet, but as you can see, I started on the right side. Boom, drop a heal. I'm going to drop on the left side the giant and the remainder of the hogs. Kind of a little surgical deployment. I brought a balloon for this cannon on the bottom in case the minion didn't get it, but it did, so I basically held on to this 1 balloon for cleanup, as you will see at the end. Sorry about that. My dog's about to start barking. Other than that, as you can see, ton of hogs still left over. 1 archer tower. Just finally popped the ability on the king. Have these huts left over to drop a wizard on this hut. I'm going to drop a balloon on this hut. Boom. Let's speed it up. Done deal. Basically very easy base to beat. So if you guys come across this base, get in the core, and it's pretty much a done deal. Let's see. Number 7 by Zog. One of these bases I've been seeing a lot. And some of them are hard depending where the giant bombs are. They're usually on 4 sides, somewhere usually across. But these, you could see that you could pre-trigger one of the bombs. So that was a bad base layout. Usually you're not able to pre-trigger them in bases like these. But this is some popular internet base. I've been seeing a ton. And sometimes we fail on it. It's one of those bases. It's just you gotta get everything right, even though it's all symmetrical. But I don't know. It's iffy. But he goes in, witches, 2 Valks just to pop some of the bombs, kill the queen real quick. Bada bing, bada boom, and he just starts his deployment nice and early. Nice little surgical. I'm going to drop an early heal here just because there's a ton of defenses right there. Teslas, Wizard Tower, Skeletones. His kill squad's still going on. Queen's still alive. His king is still alive for a little bit, but he's pretty much going to die just from the other king and the X-bows targeting him. But as you can see, boom, one little bomb pop there. Dropped that last heal for kind of the core here and the ones that were being targeted by the wizard, so it worked out perfectly. There we go, 2 defenses left. Kind of forgot to drop his giant, but other than that, done deal. Ton of hogs flying at the end, but it's all good. We'll speed it up because all we can see, it's going to be cleanup with a swag poison just because he had a lava hound in there. Hot fire. Alright, what are we going to check out next? Boom. Actually, boom, hitting this. Another kind of internet base that I've seen before. It's like one of these symmetrical badge-looking bases, but basically it pre-triggers a CC, nice and easy. Double poison, we'll speed that up. And he basically goes in from the bottom into the core just because there's, I believe, 2 or 4 giant bombs. I think 2 right here down in the kill squad area. And then he basically sends in his hogs from the east, actually the west, all the way down. So they're going to basically path clockwise. So the wizard's still doing some funneling, except that one, he died. He no do no funneling. But as you can see, bringing those 2 Valks sometimes to help is iffy, just because that's a lot of troop space, and both the Valks he brought both got sprung. Just because Valks, when they're in a group, they can be sprung only one. One of them in a group can be sprung, so not multiple of 2 or 3. Like Hogs, I think 3 is max. But when you send 2 of them and they both go to 2 sides, then one gets sprung, the other one gets sprung, and there you go. That's like a ton of troop space. So as you can see, there he goes. His troops are pathing nicely. I think this heal was kind of dropped a little early. You could have dropped it kind of on this wizard tower here. But it's all good. Ton of hogs still left over. His queen's still left over, picking on some of these defenses. And 1 Tesla left. Lonely little sucker. And that's it. GG, 3-star, bye, boom. Stepping up to hit their number 11. And there we go. Done dealio. Let's see what we're going to check out next. This one by Javi. One of those symmetrical bases again, but it's a weird attack. 14 Valks. Let's speed this up. Double poison going on. Nothing too exciting to see here. And then he goes in with his funnel. He goes in, I believe, 1 or 2 golems. Breaks in with like 68 wall breakers. I would have waited a little bit on these Valks just because sometimes they start splitting. And then he drops healers behind it. That's crazy. Of course, the king and the queen might not go in just because the funnel is not wide enough. That's the thing you want to kind of be careful about when you're making pretty much any raid. Make that funnel nice and wide if you want your troops to go inside. But it's kind of nice that they pathed around just because the king kind of tanked everything on this side and the queen just went around and cleaned up everything on the bottom. And just look at the Valks cleaning up and tearing through the base. 14 Valks just doing insane nomadic stuff with, you know, those 3 little healers kind of just following them. So definitely pretty sick little raid. Finally, all the healers died from the air defenses, which was, you know, bound to happen. But as you can see, just must have at least another 9, 10 Valks still alive, just wrecking stuff. And they just tear through some of these weaker walls. They can't even handle. We'll speed it up just because right now is just semi-cleanup. He has a ton of Valks left, so that's pretty much a ton of tanking power for the queen as well. So there's really almost no way he could fail this unless he just runs out of time. So the Valks finally go inside the last little compartment. The queen's behind him, finally pops the ability. And then there's these. So he's like, crap. But doesn't matter, he still had plenty of time and was able to pull off the 3-star. So definitely not like a Go Hog, Go Lava Loon or anything like that, but you know, some of these little attacks like that are kind of cool. Kind of neato. Next one I'm going to show you is a Town Hall 8 on a Southern Teaser, but just a crazy approach, which I don't know if it was a good or not, but just to show you guys that sometimes, hey, random things like this might work. Some new strategy maybe for a Town Hall 8 Southern Teaser. So let's speed it up because he's waiting for like half an hour and then he finally decides to drop the Earthquakes. But he breaks in through the top instead of the bottom. And then his kill squad comes from the top. And he doesn't make a perfect funnel, just throws his troops in there. So his P.E.K.K.A.'s going to circle, which is actually kind of nice. And then the rest of them are going to go towards the center. So he's going to drop Poison, Rage, boom. CC is done. And this Golem's not even taking much. He had level 3 witches in the CC, so I don't know if he just pretty much just overran this base just because it wasn't a max Town Hall 8. But he's just steaming through this base. As you can see, his Golems are semi-tanking. You know, like one defense is maybe targeting in them, and that's it. But other than that, just those witches and all these skeletons, just no match for these Town Hall 8 bases. So, ton of wizards still coming down from that top entry. The king path all the way to the bottom. This P.E.K.K.A. path all the way around as well. So it kind of helped them out. They probably tanked a little bit and also did some cleanup for them. Other than that, let's speed it up. Just a lot of skellies, a lot of P.E.K.K.A.s, a lot of slow-moving things, except the skellies, that is. Walking around. 2 barracks on the sides. Bada bing, bada boom. And they got it. So, nothing too exciting, but kind of cool going against clans like these. And they did some damage on us. They had a cool attack. 98% and 84% on our Town Hall 10s, and then their Town Hall 10 kind of bullied me and got a 3-star on me, and I think another Town Hall 9, but they still weren't able to clean up enough, and we pulled out the victory. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe and like the video if it helped you out. Bring your clan over to check it out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!